Hi, it's Louise Brace back for another edition of the Scale Session interviews, spotlighting some of the epic speakers joining us on stage at Scale 2024, which takes place in Barcelona on the 14th to the 16th of May this year. And today I'm joined by an absolute legend in our short-term rental space, Simon Lehmann from AJL Atelier. Thank you so much for joining me, Simon. Are you in Barcelona today, or where in the world are you?
Absolutely. Great for having me, Lou. I'm back in Zurich, Switzerland right now.
Okay. I was going to ask you if you're sharing our heat wave that we're having, but I guess not.
Interesting enough, we had snow outside today. We had 22 on the weekend, and today we had snow outside.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess you're preparing also. There's a lot going on at the moment. And I guess you're preparing for the Shorties Awards next week, as you've got your well-deserved finalists in the ancillary services category. So well done for that. And hopefully I'll see you there.
Thank you.
What have the team at AJL been up to recently? Are there any updates, exciting things happening in 2024 that you can share with us today or that are coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a great start to the year. Team has been growing. Our pipeline has grown. I think our focus on M&A has been quite significant, and we're getting involved in a lot of different transactions, and it's exciting to see what's happening out there in the space. And actually, I think it's best to sort of listen out in the next couple of days or few days. We have some announcements to be made.
Oh, how exciting. I'm going to be looking out for that. So I'm super happy to announce that you'll be taking to the stage at Scale on day one, on the 14th of May. In fact, you're closing day one, which is always a much anticipated session, or should I say you're sort of the talking point for after show beers, perhaps. Your session is titled Roots and Reset, a Fundamental Reawakening in the Vacation Rental Industry. Sounds completely intriguing. Can you give us some insight into what we can expect from the session, from the content?
Yeah, more than happy to do that, Lou. I mean, obviously, I'm speaking to a lot of conferences organizers around the world, and we're always picking on the program and see what else can we slide in between revenue management and AI and guest experience and whatever, and technology adoption and God knows what. And when I brainstormed with Damien on the slot, I was like, hey, why don't we just talk about getting back to the roots? I've been in this industry for 20 years, right? We have seen a lot of sophistication changes. When I started, we were still printing catalogs. There was static pricing. We did everything in a totally different way. And now as we professionalize and become more sophisticated, technology has become an important part with lock integrations and how do we apply AI applications to make our lives better and our guests and owners and everything else. And I sort of feel that, hey, we need to go back to the roots and think about what are the fundamentals in our industry, and that is still and remains the human capital and will be so also in the future. And I think we want to sort of think back and say, what are we here for? How do we put smiles on our customers and our owners? What is truly important for us, the way we create value? Yes, technology is there to help us become more efficient and effective, but at the end of the day, the human interaction and sort of trying to come back to think about what is truly important to us to deliver a good experience and what can we do to professionalize this industry. And that's all about also education. What can we do better as an industry, not just in relation to the regulations that we're dealing with and many other topics. And so for me, it's a sort of a reset, going through a time travel from the past and see where we're at and sort of bring back the topic of professional property management back to the basics and back to the most important pieces.
I love that. I love the fact that, sort of that the importance of putting the smile on the faces of guests and owners, which can only really be done with the human touch. So I'm so looking forward to this session, an unmissable session. And there's so many great takeaways I know that our attendees will get from your session. So if you are watching today and you haven't already booked your ticket, you'll see the ticket link in the credits to follow. Don't miss Simon and a host of other amazing speakers at Scale 2024. Simon, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you in Barcelona. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lou. And same here. I just booked my trip today.